Percy the Seaside Engine 2008 here. Today, I will be talking about the Thomas the Tank Engine iceberg. Now, icebergs have become really popular recently for the past couple of months now, so I thought I'd do one of my own. I will be going through each layer, and each layer will get darker from there. If you don't know what layers are in icebergs, go check out YouTube videos and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's begin. We start with the first layer, so let's begin and enjoy. Emily, quote-unquote, replaced Duck. According to an interview in the Sodor Island fan site, Duck was supposed to be in the Steam team. However, Hit Entertainment wanted Emily to be in it because they wanted a girl into Admit Sheds. This also ended up with Emily receiving a lot of hate from older Thomas fans because Hit Entertainment also in 2004 would change her personality. Welcome Stanley! And yes, I don't regret that joke. Welcome Stanley is a popular meme. Its origin was from the 2008 Thomas movie The Great Discovery. It comes from the scene where Thomas is loaded onto Edward's flatbed and Stanley passes by him and all the engines shout, "Welcome Stanley!" This line has since become a very popular internet meme. The original cut of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Yeah, as we all know, the first ever Thomas film had a completely different script than it had today. George the Steamroller was going to be in it. Strangely, Edward wasn't in it. Sadness. And there was going to be a new villain called P.T. Boomer. But of course we got the Lieutenant because the stupid audience thought he was too scary for young children. Kana is stolen from Deviantart. In the new All Engines Go reboot of Thomas, there's a new character called Kana. Kana is really well known on DeviantArt for being stolen from someone's OC called Kohana, which is infinity times better than Kana, because that's just bland. Also, link in the description below. Jack and the Pack. I've already talked about Jack and the Pack, so link in the description for my review on it. Missing music from the US dub of Season 7 of Thomas. While Season 7 may look down upon by many Thomas fans, it is important as this was the last season for composers of the original Thomas seasons, Michael O'Donnell and Junior Campbell, because in 2004, when it aired in the US, Hit Entertainment, the company that rebranded Thomas, was like, "Hey, we need to change the music for Season 7 for some reason." So, a new composer, Robert Hortshorn, did the music for Thomas around when Season 7 aired in the US, the same time as Season 8 of Thomas did during 2004, and that didn't make a lot of Thomas fans happy, and Michael Brandon's narration didn't help. It just made things a bit worse. And because of this, many older Thomas fans began to edit this with the original music, and one of the most popular examples is Thomas Season 7, Michael Brandon edits. Link in the description below for the channel. Cancelled Trackmaster engines. In 2007, there are going to be more flip-face engines besides Thomas and James. Percy is the first one I'll be talking about. Now, this Percy was supposed to be released, but it never did. Now, flip-face Percy was actually shown on a Fisher-Price set of Percy at the Percy at Farm McCall set. Gordon's next, and he was also supposed to be a flip-face engine besides Thomas and James, and Percy, if he was released, but sadly, this never happened. However, it was shown on some sets. If this was released, I would actually buy it as a child. And with that, we are done with the first layer. Now, let's begin our journey into the second layer of the iceberg. Billy in Season 13. Billy was originally going to make an appearance in Splish Splash Splosh, which would have marked his first and likely only ever time in CGI. But this never ever happened, likely due to his negative reception amongst older Thomas fans and the fact that he only appeared in Season 11 of Thomas. And so he was replaced by Charlie, who was 100% much worse than Billy, minus the annoying behavior and the bratty attitude. Rosie is Red, not ever aired in Turkey. Rosie is Red wasn't aired in Turkey, likely because the Deviantart reference fantasy sequence thanks to Bill and Ben, where Thomas and Rosie look like they're kissing, because Turkey thought that wasn't acceptable for younger children that freaking watch Thomas. I tried to look the trivia of this episode on the official Thomas Wikipedia, but sadly I didn't see any of it. I've heard it from an iceberg vid. Splodge and Dennis return to Day of the Diesels. While Day of the Diesels was a Thomas film, looked upon by many older Thomas fans because it came out around the time when Thomas was bad, it should be noted that, of course, we all know that Dennis, Splatter, and Dodge were supposed to appear. This will mark Dennis' first ever time ever since The Great Discovery, and Splatter and Dodge's first ever times ever since their only appearance in Magic Railroad. They were also going to appear in The Great Race, but sadly, that never happened because of Hit Entertainment. Wow. Duke and Kevin the Steamy. Duke was originally going to appear in the season 15 episode Kevin the Steamy. This would mark his first appearance in CGI, but sadly that never happened. Actually, that's kind of a good thing, because even though it would be good to see Duke and Andrew whenever, Kevin the Steamy was a completely bad episode like most of season 15 in the Miller era. Henry Spots Trouble banned in Australia. So, if no one knows, which I'm sure you kinda do, Henry Spots Trouble was not aired in Australia due to people complaining about how their top hat said chicken pox are good when they're actually bad. Hero of the Rails in the model era. Hero of the Rails, as we all know, was going to be a model era movie in the Hit era, but because of the models being retired after season 12 of Thomas and because of budget problems, they were retired. There is a recreation of this made by Take on Sodor Video, so link in the description. TUGS. Now, we all know that TUGS is the sister show to Thomas. Now, I would show an image. I do have an image saved on my tablet, but sadly, it's not a supported file. The Don't Call Me Dirty Percy meme. Oh boy, finally, we get to something good on the iceberg. Don't Call Me Dirty Percy is a line said by Gordon and Thomas Percy and the Squeak. And I'm all sure we all know ever since that episode aired, this has become a genuine classic meme. Only Michelangelo's version, though. Nia with red wheels. In Nia's original concept art, she was originally painted with red wheels. However, she was later painted with orange wheels, like we know her today. However, this has transitioned into the prototype of her wood model and actually transitioned into her Railway Pals model as well. So folks, as we reach our end of the second layer, we move on to the third layer. Stanley in Hero of the Rails. So Stanley was originally going to appear in Hero of the Rails as the main character. But sadly, of course, Thomas wasn't the main character, because why not shove Thomas into effing everything, especially now? Bootleg, Take and Play, and Trackmaster engines. Ever since Fisher-Price discontinued the original Trackmaster line and Take and Play, there have been some bootlegs of the toy, so please do not buy them, especially this Edward. Molly in BWBA. According to a rumor, Molly was supposed to return in BWBA. While I would like to see Molly return, she was replaced by Rebecca because they wanted someone more annoying and bubbly and to make a girl version of Henry. If that was the real reason, I would be like, yeah, screw you, Mattel. Tommy Oliver. Yeah, I'm sure all of you saw this coming. I think we all know why Tommy Oliver is on this iceberg. I never ever knew if he was sold in the US, but according to the wiki, he was only sold in Japan and the UK, making him one of the most rarest Tommy models ever. I mean, this Toby Oliver is so popular that Mr. Ryan, one of the best Thomas users of all time, features it in his meme videos. The original script of BWBA. This may be referring to how Big World Big Adventures was supposed to be animated by Arc Production, but because they went bankrupt during Journey Beyond Idiocy, I refuse to call it by Journey Beyond Sodor, because I hate it. But like I said, Arc Productions may have planned to be animating Big World Big Adventures because tons of Trackmaster has a trailer, and Nia was gonna be colored well, unlike the bland color she was given in the BWBA era that we know today. The classic series. Common knowledge at this point that seasons 1 to 7 of Thomas were Thomas's good years. This can refer to good episodes like Edward's Exploit, A Bitter View for Gordon, and Henry's Forest, one of the best classic series episodes ever, despite not being well received by Wilbur Audrey. Basically, when Hit decided to make Thomas and his friends completely babyish, especially Scarlo and Reneas, aimed at more little kids. Most people say that 2004 was the year when the franchise started becoming a baby fire. 2005 Moon Railway Recall. So, I'm sure this is well known at this point. In 2005 to 2007, Learning Curve recalled some Thomas and Railway items like James and Scarlo and Old Slow Coach. Basically, the main reason why they were recalled is because that they had toxic lead paint added to them, but thankfully only red and gray. And that's the main reason why Old Slow Coach got discontinued in 2008. Trainsformers. Trainsformers is a Thomas and Friends Transformers parody. It was originally uploaded in 2009, but in May 2012, the video was taken down by Hit Entertainment, well done idiots, due to copyright, but I have ever since then had good memories remembering watching it. And that here ends the third layer. Warning. The fourth layer has some pretty dark imagery, so watch at your own risk. This warning is coming now so that no parent attacks me in the comments saying how their kid never wants to ever watch Thomas again for the imagery they see in the rest of this video. Season 5. While still a part of the classic series, Season 5 is known as the most darkest season in all of Thomas history, with episodes like Stepney Gets Lost and Rusty and the Boulder being considered the darkest episodes in all of Thomas history. Stepney Gets Lost. Stepney Gets Lost is known as the most darkest episode in Thomas. While still being kid-friendly, this episode is also well known for the first ever appearance of Arian Burt, and Arian Burt are the only Season 5 characters, along with Cranky, to make it into CGI, unlike Stepney. Sodor Fallout. Sodor Fallout is a horror Thomas parody, well known for the horrifying imagery and scary body horror and deaths to characters like Gordon, James, and Oliver being the most well-known. It has since gained a cult following. Scary Thomas the Tank Engine videos. Over the years, there have been many Scary Thomas videos posted on YouTube. Most of these are people who don't know the character that well, and most of these are 3 AM challenges with obviously terrible clickbait thumbnails that I really wish people would stop by this point. Shed 17. Similar to Sodor Fallout, this Thomas parody has become popular for the bloody gore and dark imagery. Thomas and the Children. I've heard this from Valeskibum94, but I really don't believe it, so please don't believe it either, or if you want to, just search it up on Google. Thomas the Splendor Engine. I don't have an image, but similar to Shed 17 and Fallout, this Thomas parody is known for its absolutely creepy imagery and gory violence. And I just found this out recently and watched 2 videos recently, and boy is it creepy, and I don't ever hear the intro ever again because, while the music is a bit good, the way the characters say their names creepily doesn't help. Okay, that was very long. I hope you all could enjoy this. This was like 15 minutes long, but anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go back to a normal video, so see you later.